Hi, this is Chander, and I'm here to introduce, about myself as well as the Akanksha's project, which she is doing for GSA, and I take care of recruitment in my office, working with Mashpoint. It's a multinational company based out in that India as well as New Jersey, US, and I'm just going to introduce about the project on recruitment. Working in by sitting in India, we are doing recruitment for US. See, initially, I just would like to introduce about that how that recruitment works. Recruitment, that it's very important when you are going to that hiring a personality in critical project in US. And first, I just would like to introduce about the tax terms, wherein there are four type of employments are there in US, which is one is permanent employee, the second would be that 1099, and third is corporation to corporation, and the fourth is W2. So in this, that when a recruiter needs to hire a personality in US, so he or she has to go through the visa status, which normally we call it out here in India, visa status. However, that it is called as immigration status. So here when I talk to you, on the immigration status, there are 64 nationalities who are working in US, and wherein that most of the people are there from different geo, like that it could be any geo. So the people when they landed to US, so they are into a visa called H1 or green card, and citizens EAD or OPT TN, and these are the terms. I cannot explain you more in detail as we are short of time. So I'm just going to tell you about the process. Now in today's time, most of the companies are working through MSP, which is Master Service Provider, as well as VMS, called as Vendor Management System. So if you name it any company in US, like even that I'm telling you, that Google or that AT&T, Aramac, or Honeywell, you take any big name, they are working through this model, or else they are working through that project based. So that in today's time that requirements are coming through that VMS. Once that requirement come, so that requirement is initially comes to that our US hiring, I would say US account manager, it goes directly to him through VMS, or else that that VMS login access is here we are having with us in that in India too. So once requirement is come, then that recruiting need to screen the requirement based on the job description. So then he has to allocate to he has to allocate to those requirements to the concerned recruiters who have the specialization of working on the same. And that after that that we need to that they have to discuss on the requirement at least for 10 minutes. What kind of personality that project they are going to work on it. And once that they have understood beat of any vertical or horizontal they are going to work on. So it's very important when you are going to hire right personality in the organization, because there's a lot of cost involved. If you hire a wrong personality, that you are in a vein, that then you take it, then you feel that you are going in the wrong direction. And then once the requirement comes, so there are now in ADSs, there are applicant tracking system, there are a lot of come up, like in today's time in whole world, I would say most of the big organizations are being used as the job diva. And I will explain you a little about job diva too. But yes, in today's most of the companies are relying on job boards, which is Dice.com, Monster.com, CareerBuilder.com, and that there Indeed also is coming up, and job diva I've already explained you. That job diva is like it's ATS, wherein that you can put your search string in that, and that will harvest you for as a recruiter for 24/7, wherein that recruiter are working for 8 hours for you, wherein job diva is working day and night for you. When you put in your keywords, that will harvest resume for you for the when you are leaving from your workstation, even at the time when you are working in the office. So it is when you are coming next day to the company, so you will have some good candidate to talk to and close the deal out there. So this is, I would say, that broadcasting. I have told you how you are going to broadcast your candidates. I would say search the candidates. So I'll explain you about that how we search the candidate into through job portals. So I have made it this is one of the big company in US, that VMS is called that IQ Navigator. That IQ Navigator through I would say that it's a one of the VMS, and MSP is Agile one. And now here it is written available job. When you click on it, Then you can see all the open jobs in Aramac. Aramac is a pretty big company out there in US. They are into that facility management. You can see all the jobs projects are there, so you can click on any of the project, you will come to know. Like that I would say when you click on office worker, this is one of the sample I have shown. I'm showing it to you. Like it's written job title, by its organization, status is active, so you can work on it. Location is that New York. And then if you scroll down, then here it is written total number of positions, available positions. If you come create, that here that when you are going to submit the candidate, so you need to create a resource when you are going to submit. So little more scroll down out here. When you scroll down out here, so you can see that start date, end date. So this project is initially for 65 days, but most of the projects they ask for less duration. However, that goes for that I would say 1 year, 2 years, for a longer duration. So now when you scroll down out here, so you can see the people who are involved. So you can see that my name is also there, that I am the authority for this account, so I'm working on it. And now these are the candidates which we have submitted through creating resource. And this button I'm showing you, this creating resource. And when you create the resource, so these are the candidates we have submitted. Like John is there, 4288 is there, Yasmin is there, Patricia, Shengwa, and Eric, Elliot, Kelly. These are the candidates we have submitted for this role. And now this is the location of the that office of Aramac. We are going to schedule some interviews out there. And here are the that some job description is written. It's a pretty long job description, so you need to go through everything very carefully on it. And then you can submit a candidate. So this is what that VMS works. I was talking to you in my initial thing. And the second option is when you go to monster.com. And monster.com also that you need to that when I was talking, you need to give search thing. Now I have login. You can see my name also in the Monster Chander. And this is search resume. When you click on search resume, so that I will explain you a little bit of about this how to give a keyword in the that searching a candidate. When you say search candidate, so you are on the keyword, or click on it. Like you are looking for a personality as a Java developer in New York area, so you have to put it by putting the designation or putting the that other key skill set. Like in Java developer, I have put it in inverted comma. And along with that, if you are looking for something towards hospitality or any of the industry that you're looking for a candidate, so you can write down here, like and insurance I'm just giving you. This is a and now you can go through zip code wise also, as well as city and state wise also. Akanksha. Okay, so now that now you have to go to states. States is New York out here. So you have to click on this. So it means that all the resumes that you are going to see, these are now New York will come here. And you can see to it that all candidates who are in New York, so you can see here that you are looking for candidates for 1 month old from today. And New York location we have given, Java developer is given. So all the latest candidates you are going to address it. So you can put it a little below on out here, that you can put it the career wise, kind of personality, entry level you are looking for, experience you are looking for, non-manager, manager you are looking for, executive you are looking for. So all designation are there. So here that you can see the job status like full-time, part-time, per diem, or that candidate who wants to work as an employee, intern, seasonal, or temporary. I'm not giving right now any key specific thing, because I need to demo to that your company. And here you can see kind of vertical that you're looking for, company industry, that company industry, banking if you're looking for, financial you're looking for. So when you say Java developer, so I can remove it, insurance from here. So what you can do is you can go down and put the industry, whatever industry that you're looking for. Maybe that candidate is from aerospace and defense, or banking, that if you're looking for candidates in this kind of industry, so you can put it here, or else you can remove it. So what I can do, I can put a search button out here. When you do the search, so last 1 month whosoever as a Java developer in New York area are there. So there are 5 candidates we have got it. So when you and it's this developer role, that he's a Java developer in Morgan Stanley. So it means Morgan Stanley is a that the company is into financial domain, which we have given out there, that financial as well as the other domain we have selected. So you can click on this. When you click on this, you can see his resume, this candidate's resume. Like he's writing about himself. He's a Java guy, Mark, and he's based out in New Jersey, which is very close to New York. I would say there are tri-state in US, that Connecticut, New York, and New Jersey, that you can ask any candidate to come to any of the location. So we can see this resume based on our JD, whether this candidate will fly for that job or not. And then once you are have seen that he is a MS PhD and MS in applied mathematics and BS in computer science. So he's a Russian candidate, however he is in US. So what you can do is that we need to check his immigration status, go to his additional information and see to it whether he is authorized to work in US or not. So work authorization is written, he is authorized to work in this country for any employer. So it means that he is either US citizen or green card holder. So that means out here for this particular information. So when we are going to talk to candidates, so we have to keep it in our mind, that how you are going to evaluate the candidate in recruiting process. This is very important. Like you need to have the technical skills, communication, behavior, attitude, his work authorization. We need to have the RTR from candidate. Once you are done with that, you need to share the job description so that candidate know that he is going for this job and he is going for this client. And you need to rate. Then once you are done with him, you need to check most of the information. You need to talk more about more about the job detail, kind of work he is going to do. That's very important. Where most of the time that candidate as well as recruiters are not aware of it. That what kind of job he is going to do it. So it's very important in the very first call. Recruiter has to communicate in a manner that he and she is understand what job he is going to do, and that. We need to have the rate confirmation, which is very important. Sometimes happen, that people commit to you, that they are going to, a rate confirmation means that that you need to have the confirmation from him that he is going to work for this project as well as that this project. And then we need to finalize the resume. Once we finalize the resume, we need to upload in the VMS. That is I've showed you in Aeromac, that portal, that we need to put the resume. Once that resume is done, then that we need to schedule the one after that client will come back to you for the shortlisting of the resume, and shortlisting is done. Then we need to fix the interview. We have to schedule the interview. First could be phone screening with client, and second could be that face to face. Once it is done, we need to release the offer letter to the candidate, and then we have to start doing the orientation, I would say onboarding process. Onboarding out here is that we need to give the first day instruction to the candidate. We need to release the offer letter first, then we need to send the first day start date, that information, and then once he is there, then we need to or give the orientation about the company, kind of visa or kind of that work culture out there. We need to communicate to him on the very first day or before one day, so that everything is intact. I think that Google has also done it with Akanksha, like that once she is going for GSA, these are the topics you need to discuss. These are the dress code, and timings, all this stuff. Same thing like this. We need to communicate to the candidate. So this is, I would say, the complete process in recruiting. I know that we had a little less time to discuss. In fact, this kind of process can be talked in, close to 3 to 4 days time, because one information is very critical in this process. Very lot of money involved, business is involved of the organization where they can do better. Right? Thank you very much. This is again, Chander from Mesh Point. And Akanksha did ask me for this project. That's the reason I'm doing it. Thanks. You take care. And wish you good luck, Akanksha, you too.